I have this whole idea that Cape Cod, I want to make these shirts that say Cape Cod is a great place to die. I know that's very cynical, but statistically Cape Cod is, you know, like a fraction of itself population-wise in the off-season. The majority of the money on Cape Cod doesn't live here all the time. They make the decisions on windmills, all those things. When you've lived your life and you come back here, it's a great place to come die on the beach, really. But it's also kind of a satire in saying plenty of people are dying here anyways, regardless of a vacation spot.
Kind of view the department as a whole, how many of the arrests would you say are drug related?
Oh, I'd say upwards of over 80%.
Okay. Yeah, because I was trying to...
In one way or the other.
Right.
You know, it doesn't directly, but there seems to be always some sort of link to the illegal drug trade or, you know, addiction or possession or what have you when it comes to drugs. Could be property crimes, could be motor vehicle offenses based because they're impaired. Could be family issues, domestic disturbances where the trigger on the argument was drugs or alcohol related. You know, somebody is trying to confront somebody in their family about their drug use or alcohol use. So,
It's violent.
right.
Around Cape Cod that you think might contribute to the problem of active addiction around here?
I think that I would have to say that it's like most places in the United States is the division of wealth. There's, I know that I personally, and I know a lot of people, when you think about Cape Cod and you think about summertime, you think about summer houses. There's people there's houses around here, just countless houses that are used for 3 months out of the year, and the rest of the time they're just maintained, you know. But there's also the populace that lives here, and a lot of the industry and a lot of people make their money off of those 3 months, those 3.5 months. The rest of the time I see like a really high rate of unemployment. I see people that struggle.
You know, there are some things about the Cape that, you know, describe it differently than other places, but environmental factors kind of get, I think, normalized across the broad spectrum of addiction. I mean, there are certain things down here which people, you know, point to, like there's not a lot to do. There's, you know, a dearth of options for young people, so they have more time on their hands and they have more sort of likelihood of getting involved in the use of drugs or drinking. But I've been in communities all over, and that's a common theme. You know, young people often say, well, there's nothing to do around here, and that's one of the reasons why we tend to gravitate toward that. You know, there are some things in this community that relate to, you know, family structure, which may be contributory. You know, there's a fairly high percentage of single-parent families where you don't have both parents there. There's unemployment issues, seasonal employment issues. There's I think a level of dysfunction in family functioning down here, which environmental structure, I think, is important. The community itself is a fairly benign community here on the Cape. It doesn't have the inner city problems that inner cities have because of population densities. So it's a factor, but there's something larger at issue, I think, here.